recorded. And it is 8 o'clock East Coast time on February the 10th on 2020. Here we go. This year will just bust on along, and before you know it, we'll be talking about 4th of July, we'll be talking about Thanksgiving, and we're talking about Christmas again. So, I've got some great news, and I'm going to share that great news with you as we move through this very short presentation. So my name is Chuck Hansen. I'm going to be your host here. What we've been talking about and what I've been talking about since we made the transition from 2019 to 2020 is having your best year. Well, sometimes your best year is really not enough. Sometimes for some of us, it's going to take more than 1 year to get everything back together again. So I started talking about your best decade ever. So, if you're one of those people that could use a great decade, just raise your hand, because that's really what the whole purpose of where we're going and talking about is about. So let's reflect a little bit. How was 2019? Was it everything that you hoped that it would be? What about the last 3 to 5 years? How were those years in your life? What about the past decade? A decade goes by so quickly. I can remember just like it was yesterday that I got into this crazy industry, and that was 31 years ago. And that's gone by like a blink. I still think that I'm 20 years old, and that has gone by very, very quickly. So, if you don't want the next decade, this one that we're currently in, to be like the last decade that might have, not have been too good, now is the time to do something different. So, now is the time to do something different. You'll never have a better time to do something different. So, what are you going to do? What's your plan? According to the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, the average household income is somewhere under 50 grand, under 50 grand a year. Now, I don't know. I just can't imagine anybody living on under 50 grand a year. So, and why is that? They got stuck in a rut. They got stuck in a place where they don't think that they can get out of it. So, if you're one of those people that got stuck, I'm telling you right here and now that there's a better way. You see, there are people making more money than that. Not very many, but what I'm going to show you here this evening will put you into that category, will put you in the top 8, 9, 10% of the income earners in the country, maybe even the top 1% of the income earners. Like I said here, don't be like everybody else. That's not for you. Start living your dreams. People don't plan to fail, they just fail to plan. And that's what Les Brown was talking about, is that, they didn't plan to wind up working at Walmart. They didn't plan to wind up working at McDonald's. They just didn't plan on doing anything. They just thought that everything was going to be okay. So they didn't plan, right? And real plans are few and far between, almost non-existent. So, it really takes a plan, and it really takes you doing something, putting forth some effort. But, nothing happens until you make the determination, right? Until you make the determination that you need to start this journey. And that journey will start the day that you realize that everything around you sucks, right? Your life sucks, your job sucks, where you live sucks. All your car sucks. Everything around you is not what you had ever thought it was going to be. So it's time to change, right? So don't let your life slip away. Folks, we only have so much time on this planet, and, you got to take the best advantage and the best use of everything. When you're ready, something great is going to happen. Maybe this is it, and if you're brand new looking at this live, or you've caught it on the internet, on my YouTube channel, maybe this is it. I don't know. But that's what happened to me. I was looking for something, and all of a sudden something came into my life. So, You know, here's a question I ask everybody. If you knew that over the next 1 to 3 years, you could create a 5, 6, or 7-figure passive income, would you commit the time, the effort, the resources, and everything that was necessary in order to make the plan work? If the plan was real, you know, that's a yes or a no. You know, it's not a maybe, it's not a, oh, well, I'll give it a shot. You know, it is a yes or a no. And I'm going to show you a plan, right? Everything in your life right now is a reflection of a choice that you've made, good or bad, right? I've made some great choices. I've made some bad choices, and I've lived with all of them, you know, and we just go on about our life. And Les was talking about that. It's just the choices that we make. So if you want different results from the results that you've gotten in the past, you've got to make a different choice. There's just no other way around it. So you got to make a different choice. So, let's move on to this next slide. If I can get that puppy to work. Yep. Once you decide that you want things to change, nothing, listen, nothing or no one will keep you from reaching your goals and your dreams. The rest of it is simple, but it all starts with you. It starts with you wanting something, right? You know, and what is it you want? I mean, I wanted some things way above and beyond what I was able, or I thought I was able of getting. I owned an advertising agency for 16 years. I was pretty comfortable. You know, the family was comfortable. We were making a couple $100,000 a year. I worked my behind off for 16 years. And then I got drugged to a meeting. And in that meeting, I found that there were people making more money monthly than I was making annually. And it was very discouraging and enlightening all at the same time. So, you know, what are you willing to give up? And that's really what it is. What are you willing to give up in order to get what you want out of life? And let me just say this. You can have anything. You can have everything that you want out of life if you're willing to go and get it. I mean, look, I'm going to show you just a couple of snapshots, and I'm going to snap right through them real quick. Of some of the things, I won't show you the whole family album. That'll get a little boring, but, you know, we've had houses, right? Like this little beach house in our lake house in Austin, Texas. We've had horses, my daughter Casey. We've had other equestrian houses and horses and everything here in North Carolina. We've had cars and more cars and more horses and more houses and more cars. And I was fortunate to, you know, find this industry 30 years ago and be able to live and work at home, you know, especially live. My wife let me do that, but work at home and help raise our 5 children, which has been really a blessing. Our place in Grand Cayman. So, you know, what happened to me, guys? I mean, I really had no intention of joining Valentis. It was the furthest thing from my mind last May of 2018. But I got a call from my good buddy, Dave Jordan. I've known Dave for about 8 years. And he said, Chuck, we just are launching the most incredible weight loss coffee you've ever tried in your life. Dave was excited. He said, I just want you to listen to a call. I said, Dave, I'll do that because you are. And, you know, what happened was that I got on the call. I heard some incredible testimonials, and that's what got me. I mean, that's what got me, because Dave caught me at the fattest I had ever been in my life. And, you know, after I lost 9 pounds the first week, lost 18 pounds the first month, it was, I had to go to Sioux Falls, South Dakota, and go check out the company. So that's what I did. I jumped on an airplane, flew up there, spent a couple of days with Dave. And because I wanted to do my due diligence, right? I wanted to do my forensic investigation of what Valentis was all about. So I went and did that investigation myself. And what I found was, a surprise, quite frankly. Here I found a company that was at that time 4 years old, soon to be 6 years old, millions of dollars in the bank, debt-free. I found a company that had a global seamless compensation plan, which means that we can enroll anybody anywhere on the planet, right? And we can ship products to them, not for resale, but for personal consumption. I thought that's pretty good. The company was just starting to hit some growth, right? They'd already been around for, like I said, for 4 years. They had just opened their first office in the Philippines, now our number 1 or number 2 market. And you can see here, Valentis sales up 525% to 95 million from in 2019. 17 million to 95 million. And folks, that's just the beginning. That's just the beginning. You see, I've been fortunate enough to catch a couple of companies like Valentis at the right time, with the right products, with the right management team over the course of my 30 years in this industry, and I've made millions of dollars in this industry. So I'm encouraging you to take a serious look at what is going on. So it really is fantastic. I mean, I could go on and on and on about the experience that Dave has and the accolades. And I mean, he has the perfect personality to be a CEO of a network marketing company. Our product line, Dave started with 4 products. We're over 20 products now. And there's products in there that I love. Like I said, I lost 9 pounds the first week, 18 pounds the first month. I'm now down from 215 to 175, just drinking coffee, right? Just drinking coffee. But I'm taking so many of the other products. I just started the high burn product, and I mean, I love great products. Go to valentisproducts.com, take a look at all the products. Also go to our Facebook page, fbtestimonials.info, fbtestimonials.info, and go take a look at all the testimonials on our Facebook page. Over the course of the last 18 months, I've been working on a way to explain the compensation plan in a form and a fashion that everybody can understand. And what I've come up with, and it wasn't me, I mean, I just kind of played with the numbers, but what I've come up with is the easiest and quickest path I've ever seen to a 6-figure income that anybody can do if they really want to do it. Now, I'm going to give you an action plan. That action plan includes getting started, right? That's the first thing you've got to do is get started. And that action plan starts with the business builder package. Now, there's other ways to get started, but that is the way that you max out the compensation plan and the way that I laid this whole thing out. If you don't start with the business builder package, and that's, folks, that's 16 products. 16 products. So, try the products, you're going to love them. The next thing that you've got to do is you've got to make a commitment to try 3 products every month. The month after you buy your business builder pack, you start on what we call a loyalty purchase, and you purchase 3 products and try 3 products every month, right? Month in and month out. The next thing that you do, which is a very simple thing, is find one person. I'm not asking you to find 10. I don't want you to find 20. I want you to find one. Now, if you're better than finding one, go ahead and find 2, right? But I'm focused on one, and I want to show you what one will do. And all I do is ask, can you see yourself doing something like this? Can you see yourself investing $600 in a product, right? Some inventory. And within that is $20 to become a distributor, trying 3 products a month, every month for the next 12 months, and finding one person a month that'll do exactly the same thing. If you can see yourself doing that, let me show you what will happen. And this is how our plan pays. Now, there's a couple of components that I've left out of this example. One is the matching bonus. but I think I'm going to add it in because it is a large component. In fact, it's the second largest component of our compensation plan. And I think I'll add another column in there. So here you are, you're just getting started. It's month one, you got one person. Month two, you got a whole three people. Month three. And what I'm trying to tell you is that these are real numbers. If you do one person a month and you help each one of those people do one person a month, after a whole 90 days, right, you've made $320. Well, you've also spent $320, right? You've spent 160 times two, $320. So month four, you see how it starts to grow. Month six, let's look at it. You got 63 people. I want you to see the correlation of these 31 people. See, this industry is all about a lot of people doing a little bit of business, a lot of people doing a little bit of business. And that little bit of business is that 3 products a month that they purchase for their personal consumption, for samples or whatever. And that starts to build some momentum as you move along here. Your 6th month, you're making $700 a month. Nothing really to get all that excited about. But look, 7th month, your income is doubled almost. 8th month, your income is doubled. 9th month, your income is doubled. Now you're making $5 grand. Now it's something to get excited about, right? $5 grand times 12 months is $60,000 a year. You're in another world, right? You're in a brand new category of income earners. Month 10, your income doubled again. Month 11, your income doubled again. Now you're getting excited, right? I can tell you're getting excited. Month 12, right? Your income doubled again. You're at $40,000. Folks, that is the reality of our compensation plan. This is how this compensation plan will pay. And it's because of this dual team bonus and the legacy bonus. Not going to go into a training on that. We can do that on a Saturday. This is really just like the old penny doubling concept. Not much in the beginning, but as you keep enrolling one new person each month and you help them do exactly the same thing, then it continues to grow and grow and grow. The 13th month, it gets even better, right? It grows to the point of really, let me see if I can get that. There you go, 13th month, right? You just made in the 13th month more money in that month than you did the entire year, the last 12 months. And so it really is, and that's what's happening. Let me just show you. The timing here is absolutely perfect. Sales, I already explained, sales are up 525%. That's in Business for Home magazine. That was a January the 14th article. After 5 years, John Horenza making $15,000 a day. Rick Gerald's, my sponsor, $5,000 a day. And all you got to do is just look at Business for Home magazine and look at the incomes. I mean, this is what got me excited 31 years ago. I went to a meeting, and like I said, I saw in that meeting people making more money monthly than I was making annually, and that changed my whole life, right? It changed my whole life. So, maybe this is something that'll change your life. I mean, by this, and folks, I'm just telling you, we're just beginning. This is just the start. There will be hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people on this list as we go through the next 3 to 5 years. Hey, I want to take you and just have you pay attention for a second about some upcoming events. Events are really the glue, right? I can't say enough about getting to a live event. Like I said, had it not been for my friend kidnapping me, taking me to a live event, I would never have gotten into this industry. So go to imteamvalentis.com, and take a look at all the events. They're all listed there. Jamie does a great job putting all and keeping track of everything. Bakersfield coming up, Oakland coming up, a 2-day event, 21st, 22nd, Las Vegas coming up, Tampa event coming up, Sarasota event coming up, Fort Myers event coming up in March, and more events are being scheduled right now. So just stay in touch. Our Zoom schedule, again, Tuesday, Dr. Chi, on Wednesday, a Russian Zoom, along with Dr. Chi does one in the evening, and then Diamond Mitch does one on Thursday, and then we do a great training on Saturday at 11 o'clock East Coast time. All these are East Coast times. And then, of course, the company does their Monday, Tuesday, and especially their Thursday calls. So pay attention to what's going on. I'll see all of you guys in Las Vegas in May, right? May the 13th through the 16th at the Green Valley Ranch Resort. Incredible place. So if you see me, make sure that you come up and introduce yourself to me. I definitely want to meet you. And, you know, wherever you want to go, this road will take you there. I know it doesn't look like, it looks very confusing, but as you get started, there's a lot of help that'll help you get there. I want to thank you for stopping by. That's my dog, Rocky. And a little bit about myself. You know, it's been a fabulous 18 months now with Valentis. My income continues to go up, and more people continue to join the business, and it's going to be a incredible, awesome next 3 to 5 years, I'm telling you. So, hey, with that, I'll stop this recording right now.